Okay, so I thought I'd start out with why I'm reviewing these wireless headsets, with reviewing my original headset that I'm switching from. So this is a Sennheiser, hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, PC360, game with a 4 instead of an A, you know, the cool leet speak that the kids are using. So anyway, this is a great headset. So you might be asking why I'm replacing it. Well, I have kids, and these kids have been tripping over this cord. You know, my computer's kind of in a high traffic area now in this house, and so it just doesn't work very well wired the way it used to and should. The other thing about these nicer headsets like this one is it requires a very powerful sound card. And while I have one that has a decent amp on it now, I don't like that I'm tied to that. So while I think actually the sound on these headphones is superior to pretty much everything that I'm reviewing here, it's not to say all the other stuff is bad. I just consider these a little bit above, you know, just regular good, if that makes sense. I'm not an audiophile. If you're hoping to get an audiophile's view on all of these, you're going to be disappointed. I do enjoy good sound. I listen to music a lot, things like that, but I am not horribly picky. I'm fine with the high bitrate MP3s. You know, although I encode a lot of my stuff in FLAC, you know, I'm just not as concerned about that stuff. So I like good audio, but I don't need the best. I hope that makes sense on where I'm coming from on this. So yeah, let's go over the Sennheisers real quick. Because this is, the reason I'm going over this is it's a baseline of what I'm comparing everything else to, right? The best thing I like about these is they're very light. You know, you hardly feel them on your head, and they just really stick there when you move around. You know, I really liked that about these. The cups are more of an oval shape here. Hope you can see that. For me, my ears are very sensitive in general. It's nice to not have anything pressing on them, so that really helps. I say sensitive ears, not sound-wise, but feel-wise. I don't like things pressing up against my ears hard, and you'll actually see that in some of the other reviews here. But, so they've got nice big cups here. The other thing I also like is the open back design of these. So, you know, I can have these on my head, and it hardly stops any sound at all. That's a huge con to some people, and I totally understand that. For me, I prefer being able to hear what's going on in the room around me. Again, with kids involved, they love to do the worst things possible when I've got my headphones on and can't hear them, right? So, yeah, this helps to be able to hear everything. So yeah, these are, you know, Sennheiser's a German company. They are known for making quality stuff. You know, I've found that not everyone thinks every company that is known for making quality stuff is making quality stuff. There's a lot of brand loyalty in the headphone market. I totally understand that. For me, I really like Sennheiser, and I really wish they made a wireless headset, frankly, because something about the sound profile on their headphones, I have yet to get a pair of these that I don't like. So really wish they made something for what I was looking for, but they don't, and so I had to look elsewhere. Yeah, the other nice part about these is for being wired, they at least included a very nice long cable. The problem with this cable is it is a standard plastic insulated sheath there. After using some braided cables for a while, this is a huge downside. It's just a inferior design compared to those. It gets tangled. You know, this would get run over by my chair all the time. To its credit, it hasn't broken yet, so that's awesome. It is durable, but I just, you know, it has a little springiness to it where it keeps wanting to come back to some sort of coiled shape that it was originally made in. I just think the fabric woven insulated ones are much better overall. Again, my personal opinion. Really good sound range on these. In fact, I want to say the frequency response, yeah, 15 hertz to 28 kilohertz. Really, really good frequency response. And I would like to think that I noticed that. I'm not sure where human hearing actually, where the limits are, but my hearing's always tested well in tests. In fact, I got it tested last year and tested perfect still. So I haven't lost some of my hearing like some people do when they age. And still sounds really good. Again, I'm really torn on this. I hate giving these up, but I need the convenience factor wireless. And so, yeah, it's just had to replace them. So, yeah, so their frequency response is better than anything you're going to hear here. In fact, I want to say across the board, all of these are 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz. So you're looking at a slightly less frequency response. So yeah, they use 3.5 millimeter jacks, gold plated to plug into your sound card. Never had any issues with these, interference or buzzing sounds or anything like that, so that's always good. I'll include the mic test and the positional audio test, but on their own, not great. They are fully dependent on your sound card's positional audio. With Razer Surround, they actually do a good job, but other than that, with the creative built-in stuff, not really any positional audio to speak of. Some games include a headphones mode that virtualizes surround and gives you that positional audio. But again, you're completely dependent on the game for that. Or your sound card. There's no other way around that because these are dumb headphones, as in they don't have any logic or USB drivers or anything. They came with a 2-year warranty, which was awesome. Again, never had to use them. I've owned these for probably about 2.5 years now and never had a problem like that. So haven't had to take advantage of it, but it's there. The noise canceling on the mic, not great, actually. These pick up a lot of what's in the room, so I really wouldn't recommend these if you have a loud environment and need some sort of sound isolation. The mic on this just does better than some, but that's not saying much. I'd say it's a fair job at best. It's not good, so keep that in mind. And let's see, and these came in at about $150 new when I bought them. I think the replacement model for this, because I don't think you could buy this exact model anymore, is more expensive. So keep that in mind if you're actually interested in anything like this. But again, this review is more of just to give you a baseline of where I came from. Very happy with these headphones overall sound-wise. The mic was okay, but I needed the convenience of wireless. So we'll move on to the wireless reviews and go from there.